I do remember that my mum had a photo of my dad. So when I had this photo, I used to carry it around with me all the time. Even when I was little, you know. I had it, and I lost it. That's all I had of him.
So what do we know about your father?
What do we know? Very little, really. He was an African-American GI, and he came over during the war. He went back to America after the war and never came back. I do wonder sometimes, you know, why didn't you come back to my mum? Because my mum was really, I don't know, she thought he would come back, to be honest.
That's heartbreaking.
I don't think she was ever the same person, you know, and I just know that she really cared about him and really loved him, so I just take comfort from that fact, that my mum loved my dad, and I'm the result.
As a geneticist, I can actually tell you it was a joy looking at the DNA that must come from your father's side. And that's because it actually gave really quite clear and detailed information. So you are actually getting matches with people who arrived in the US in the early 1700s in North Carolina and Virginia. But it's likely what was happening was they were working on the tobacco and the cotton farms,
plants, yeah.
Probably until slavery was abolished in 1865. You're then getting matches with people who we know moved into Texas in the middle of the 19th century. So finding those matches actually helped us to find even more information about your father and his family. So we know that your father was actually with somebody before he met your mum. And they had a child.
Oh.
This would be your half-brother.
Well,
his name is Don. So Don's born in 1933, and really sadly, he passed away about 11 years ago at the age of 76. I know your big question about your father was why didn't he come back for your mum and for you? Now, even if he had wanted to come back and marry your mum and bring you over to the US with him, it would have been impossible for him to do that. Back in the 1940s in Texas, it was actually illegal. Interracial marriage was a crime in Texas in the 1940s. I suppose the other thing to remember is that even if your dad wanted to marry your mum in this country, he would have not have been allowed to get married. His commanding officer would have refused it.
Oh, right. So it wasn't really a choice that he could make.
So we have found some living relatives in America.
Yeah.
And we've been in contact with them. And they'd love to meet you over Zoom.
Really?
Really, cousins.
Oh, that's a big screen.
Come in. Come closer. Hello. Hi, girls.
Hi there.
This is Bill.
Hello, ladies.
Hi. Hello. How are you?
This is really like something out of Fantasyland. I want to climb through the screen now and sit down there and talk to you. You know, that's how I feel.
I want to give you a hug. You know, I do.
Me too.
And
I don't know. There's such a lot of life that's gone by, and I'd love to keep in touch with you, you know? And,
Yes. Oh, yes.
we will be in touch. I promise.
Right. It's a great feeling, Bill. It really is. You take care, Bill, and we love you.
Love you too. I never expected it to get to this stage. I've got to say, Stacey, I mean, after all these years when they didn't exist to me, you know, and now they do.